2014, and Mac just asked me what his calorie burn was, and I wanted him to guess it because coming towards the end of that session you guessed exactly what your heart rate was at 152, so you're getting to know your physiology real well. What do you think the calorie burn was for the hour?
878.
932.
932. I got 900 or something.
It was a good session. A couple of things I wanted to touch on this time of the year when there's a lot of bugs going around. You're coming off a little bit of a
2 weeks of it.
A cold, and so you didn't use it as an excuse not to train. You said, right, let's do it. But
I used that as an excuse last week.
You did?
Yeah, I was miserable last week. You don't remember?
No, I do actually. So you're not backing out of it, but what we are doing is we're being pretty wise about it in terms of intensity. So your high today was 154, whereas ordinarily when you're fully healthy we go into the 170s. So it's important that you can still train if you're feeling okay. If you're miserable, there's no point, and it actually can make it worse. But if you're okay, you can still do something, but you've got to moderate it. And the other thing too is just focusing on these heavy weights here, and we're deadlifting again. We talked about this in the last couple of sessions, but I really wanted to drill down into getting over, you know, what you used to be able to do when you were young and the reasons why. And we're at 205 now, and we don't necessarily need to go any heavier than that because we can see what it's doing for you here in the equation. So your heart rate coming off those sets is getting into the 150s.
Right.
So,
but isn't there the old maxim is that you lift heavier to build your muscles up bigger?
It depends. So, you know, if you come down in the reps, you're looking at strength. So one of the things that I'm steering towards here is what we mixed in with the deadlifts today and why. So we're doing a lunge matrix with light dumbbells mixed with deadlifting a reasonable weight. So we're looking for a combination of what you think you're getting out of that lunge matrix, which is
flexibility,
yeah. And also the heart rate challenge too, because of the amount of reps you're doing there in quick succession. You're getting a lot of work done and your intensity's high. So we mix that up with a lower heart rate exercise, which is still functional. We might do a ball exercise for the core and then come on to the heavier deadlift. So we're trying to get a blend of all of those things together. So it's psychologically getting your head around, you know, what we're doing this for now compared to what you were doing it for
20 years,
15, 20 years ago. Yeah, so you don't need to be up around 280, 300 pounds for any of that stuff. There's no point. Whereas at the moment, what's really working for us, and we talked about this right at the start of the session, where the mobility, and you use the word loose, but I'm noticing with you on the ball now for some of the exercises, for example, the single leg raise, you're getting that leg a lot higher now because your hip mobility is so much better. And that's coming through from the lunge matrix that we're doing. So it's looking at the blend of exercise, the way we sequence it all together, what we do after a certain exercise to complement the previous one. So you're going well, and
good.
I think I hope you feel better at the end of it than you did at the start.
I feel good now. Yeah, you're right.
That's good. So,
and also I'm glad it's over.
Part of the point too is not going crazy on intensity. Is that that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make you feel better.
Right, because the rows were pleasant. They're pleasant rows, not
moderate them when you're not feeling right.
Right, not those death-defying ones that we normally do.
Right. Yeah. So it was a good session, Mac, and we'll usher in the new year hopefully with you back at 100% fitness, and we'll have a real doozy then.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.